Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katrina and I make videos about luxury, travel, and life in my 20s. For today's video, I have a bag review, and the bag that I'll be reviewing is the CELINE Teen Triumph bag in the Pebble color. It's basically a gray color with gold hardware. The version that I have is the smaller one. There are two different sizes of this Triumph bag. Just a bit of background, I got this bag when I was in Barcelona last year, and I do have another video going over the pricing of this bag and how much I spent on it as opposed to if I were to buy it in the US, because I did save a bit of money by buying it in Europe. If you're interested in learning more about that, I'll put the link to that video in the description box below. I'm gonna go over just my overall thoughts on this bag. I'll also go through what fits in it and what I typically put in my bag, and then I'll also go over some mod shots just in case you want to see what the bag looks like on as well. So starting off with a review of this bag, it is this gorgeous gray color, which I don't have anything in my collection that is gray, and I feel like it's hard to find gray bags. So when I saw this one, I was like, this is a perfect one to add. I also prefer gold hardware, so the gray on gold to me looks beautiful. I know gray and silver might make more sense to some people, but gray and gold is the way to go for me personally. The leather on this bag is super smooth, which it does worry me sometimes because it is so smooth. If I were to get a scratch on it, it would be pretty visible, so I'm pretty careful when I wear this bag around. To open it, you press on to the right side. There's these little buttons on the side. This one on the left doesn't actually do anything. The right side, you press it and then you push it up, and then that's what opens the bag. And then here you can see the CELINE logo. This is how I have it stored. I have the straps not put together, but this is the inside of the bag. There's a small compartment here, and then there's a zipper one here where you can store some stuff, but the bag itself is pretty spacious for a crossbody. It's not a wallet on chain, so more space than like the YSL wallet on chain, obviously. When it comes to the strap, there's 7 different holes here that you can choose from to make the bag shorter or longer. I'll show you what it looks like on with the shortest setting and then also with the longest setting, and then what I typically wear it at. But it's pretty versatile in that sense, where you can adjust the length of the bag to your preference. And I know everybody's height varies, so I think that it's really nice that there's 7 different options that you can use. Another nice thing about the strap, it has this little thingy here, I don't know what the name of it is, to obviously hold the strap down once you put it together so it's not flopping around, and it has a little CELINE logo on it. Just taking an overall look at the bag, again, it's so smooth. I feel like the stitching is really nice on this too. The sides just looks really well made. Here are the sides of the bag, and this is what the back looks like. Nothing crazy here, just again the smooth leather. Taking a closer look at the logo, at the top you can see CELINE, and then on the bottom Paris. This logo is the 2 C's because of CELINE obviously, but it's also inspired by the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, which I think is a pretty cool symbol. I got this bag almost a year ago now. I think it's been like 11 or like 10 and a half months, but I have not used this bag very much, to be honest with you. One thing about me is that I love buying crossbody bags because they're so easy to wear, and like I don't have to take them off when I sit down, when I'm at dinner, and they're just more convenient because they're kind of hands-free. But then the problem is I can't fit a whole lot of stuff, and I like just being able to throw stuff in my bag really easily. With crossbody bags, especially the ones that I get, tend to be on the smaller side. I am a bit shorter, so I don't want to get like a big bulky crossbody bag, so I go for small ones, and again, they don't fit a whole lot of stuff, so I tend to not grab them for everyday wear. I think I've only used this bag maybe 5 times since I got her, which is a bit disappointing because I feel like she should be shown out more. And I also think I hesitate to wear this because the leather is so smooth and I get scared about scratching it, and I do tend to be a little bit more careless when it comes to carrying my bags around. I don't like babying them just because it's another thing to think about constantly, whereas if I'm just doing everyday things, I want to be able to just like toss my bag on the seat or be a little bit more carefree with it. So that makes it kind of hard to have luxury bags, but I'm hoping to wear her out a bit more this year. Along with the smooth leather, because there's such a big logo in the center, hairline scratches always make me a bit nervous, and those happen so easily, especially because I wear other jewelry or other metals on me. If they hit the logo, then it's obviously gonna leave a little hairline scratch. In the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal, but me being nitpicky with new things that I have, I get nervous about that, so I just have to get over it. And I will eventually with this bag, but we have not gotten to that point quite yet. Diving in to what fits. Again, I'm gonna open it by pressing the right side and then pushing up on it. I'm just gonna go through some of the things that I carry on a daily basis. So we'll start off with my phone. I tend to have this in my hand, but we're just gonna put it in the bag for the purpose of you all seeing what can fit in the bag. So starting with my phone, I have a iPhone 16 Pro. This is not the Max version, it's the smaller one. The Max, I feel like, doesn't fit in a lot of things. Moving on to another very important thing, I have my wallet. This is a Chanel wallet, and you can probably see I haven't taken the logo protector off because, again, hairline scratches, I'm paranoid. But putting that into here, this is what it looks like so far. Next, I have my keys. My keys are a bit on the bulkier side because I like to carry pepper spray around just in case. Then I also have this little birdie, which makes loud noises if you're in an emergency. So these are kind of bulkier things, but they're on my keys. We're fitting that in there. Next thing is hand sanitizer. I bought these Touchland ones because they are on the thinner side, so in all my bags it's easier for them to fit versus like the Purell bottles are a little bulkier. So for the sake of these fitting in my bag, I bought these. I don't think I'll repurchase them. They're just okay. Next, I'll have a lippy on me. I've been obsessed with Ole Henriksen. Their lip balms are so moisturizing and just so thick. And they're so good. They smell so good. Well, some of them do. The orange one and the strawberry one are amazing. So this is the one that I'll have in this bag. We're already filling her up. I think my keys honestly take up too much space, but that's what we have to carry on a daily basis. Depending on the lippy that I have on me, I may or may not have a lip liner. Usually if I have a nude lippy on me, then I'll have my lip liner because this is more of like a pink color for underneath, but I do have the pink Ole Henriksen, so I probably wouldn't have a lip liner on me, but we're just gonna put it in my bag for today. Next up, I like to carry a electrolyte supplement. Liquid IV has been my go-to because I have them at Costco in bulk, so they're much cheaper. And what's nice about this bag is it has that little front compartment. It doesn't fit a whole lot because it's a bit flatter, but it works perfectly because I flatten the liquid IV and I can just throw it in here really easily. I also will usually have a Benadryl on me. This is just a small one. And that also goes in the small compartment just in case for allergies. That pretty much sums up what fits in my bag. I think my phone just takes up a whole lot of space right now. So now we're gonna close it. This is pretty maxed out, honestly. I think having my phone in there takes up a lot of space, and I typically will hold my phone in my hand or in my pocket, which doesn't make sense because I have a bag. But to close her, you just put the logo back together, and then you'll hear a snap. And then this is what it looks like when it's filled. It is a bit stuffed, so you can kind of see the stuff poking out of the sides here, but it fits these things pretty well. I don't think I could add anything else. Maybe if I had like thin cards or something, then it could fit in that front compartment or in that zipper compartment. But other than that, I don't think it's gonna fit all that much. Again, my phone is pretty big, my keys are pretty bulky. That is what fits in this bag. Let's get into mod shots. So please excuse my bed in the background. It is a bit messy, but this is a typical length that I'll wear the bag. When I'm wearing it on the middle hole, then it's here so it's not too low. I think I hate when I'm walking and the bag gets kicked by my leg going up. So this sits a little bit higher. It's in a spot where I feel secure and I can hold on to it a little bit like this. This is it adjusted to the shortest setting. If you just want to wear it on your shoulder. If you wore it as a crossbody, it would be pretty high up here, which is a little bit uncomfortable for me. It feels kind of suffocating. And this is the bag with the longest setting. It's down here. If I was walking, then I'd kind of kick it up every time I walked, which is why I don't wear it on the longest setting. If you're a bit taller, this may be perfect for you. Just a bit too low for me. So that sums up everything that I wanted to talk about for the Celine Teen Triomphe bag. Hopefully you found this informative. Hopefully I answered some lingering questions, or just if you were curious to see what the bag looks like in more detail, hopefully that was helpful. If you have any specific questions about the bag, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'm happy to test putting things into the bag for you to make sure that it fits, or answer any questions that you might have about it. But as always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video.